Hi, it's Darnell with Way Over Recipes. Today I'm going to be cooking up air fried potato wedges in the Ninja Foodi XL Pro air fry oven. So let's get cooking right now. Alright, so let's go over the ingredients we have here. I've got 3 potatoes, kind of medium to large size. Got myself some canola oil. You can use the oil of your choice. And I've also got some Old Bay seasoning. And so I'm going to basically get these cut up. Basically when I cut them up, I'm going to cut them up into wedges of about 8 wedges for each potato. And I'll bring you on back once I'm done with that. And just to show you how I cut the wedges, I've got one cut in half. And then I basically cut that in half. And once that's cut in half, then I cut that half in half. And so basically that's how we get it down to 8 wedges per potato. So I'm just going to continue through here till I'm done. Alright, so now I've got all my potato wedges cut up, and I'm going to take some of my oil and put that into the bowl here and just pour it on in there. And then I'm going to get some of these potato wedges covered in oil, sprinkle on some of my Old Bay seasoning here, and then I'll get them onto this air fry basket that I have in the Ninja Foodi XL Pro air oven. And you see I have it up on the 3rd level up, and I've got the bake pan on a rack on the very bottom to catch drippings and such that'll come down from that oil. And so I'm just pulling those out so that I can easily start transferring the potato wedges to the air fry basket after I get them all coated good. So just going to go ahead and get started with putting these into some oil. And after I get some coated nicely in some oil, just sprinkle some Old Bay on them, just to douse them in some Old Bay. And this Old Bay, you can use this seasoning on basically anything. It just makes everything taste great. I like it on fries too. So it's pretty good stuff. Fries, potato chips. It makes, any type of fried type potato that you do, it'll make them taste pretty good. Pretty good. So just taking it, now that I've got some Old Bay covering it, just getting them positioned over here on the air fry basket, and I'll just continue this process till I've got them all laid out. Okay, so we've got all our potato wedges on the crisper tray there, the air fry basket, whatever you call it for your cooker, the air fry basket, crisper tray, there's so many different names for so many different cookers. But I'm going to close up in there and going to set the cooker to the air fry function. And going to set the cooking time. I'm going to set the cooking time. I'm going to try 20 minutes to see what happens. And going to do 400 degrees Fahrenheit as the cooking temperature. And we'll try and start with that and just see how things go. And I'm going to hit start there. We'll let that cook. I'll bring you back in a bit. Alright, the 20 minutes cooking time is coming to an end. Got my thermopin here. I just want to check what temperature they are after this cook completes. So I'm going to go on in here and do a quick check for this big one here. And it's reading about 196, 195, 196. So it's good and hot. And I think they turned out pretty decent. I'm going to show you how these look because it's pretty interesting. You can see some of those on this side here and in the back got a little more cooked. Well, some in the front got some searing on the front of them too. But it looks like, some got a little more of I guess a seared touch to them than others. And so I'm going to just go ahead and take a couple out of the middle, one from the front row, one from the back row. Just set those there on my plate. I'll leave the rest of them just kind of in there to hang out for now. But let's go and do a taste test of these. Alright, so it's taste testing time. This is the one from the front row, so let's try it out. I'm going to try the one from the back row. Alright, the one on the back row did get a little bit more cooked than the one in the front row. They're both cooked, but I think that, usually in the Ninja Foodi XL Pro air fry oven, I never need to spin. I do think for these, it's probably best to spin halfway through to spin them. I can't say that I can think of anything else that required a spin like that to get an even cook. Usually things cook evenly front and back. But in this case, despite the nice door seal and all, there was a noticeable difference as far as front to back. And the one that was in the back was bigger than that cut that was in the front. So definitely good to spin when it comes to the potato wedges to get a nice and more even cook overall is my recommendation and what I'll be doing going forward. So with all that said, in the video description you can find plenty of ways to help this channel, including my new book. You can find that on my Amazon shop, the ebook, and also you can also give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. You can share this video with a friend, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel. You can find more recipes also on my blog at superwaveovenrecipes.com, and good eating.